Welcome back to Galashiels, and first of all, a very happy new year to you all. We're into the middle of January 2025 and down here in Galashiels for another border station walk. Just a little short one today through the Gala policies. Only about 3 or 4 kilometres, I think. 4 kilometres, I think, was the distance through the woodland. Nice little shakedown after New Year. It's glorious this morning. There was some fabulous temperature inversions on the way down. But by heck, it's cold this morning. So, yeah, it'll be a nice little short video today. And I'll maybe talk a little bit about what I've got planned for the year ahead. So, I'll see you in a bit. I was just passing the giant redwoods that mark the entrance to the policies, and we'll be following the southern upland way for a while through the park. Kids just out having a break, going by the screaming at the school there. The woodland here is all part of the Gala policies, and this was estate owned by the Laird of Galashiels apparently, and some pretty ancient oaks in here that were part of the Ettrick Forest. I think they say they're around 200 years old, so this is pretty ancient woodland, and it's done well to survive this long. But some of these are obviously brought in as a collection, sort of typical estate woodland with loads of different species of trees, and don't ask me to identify all of them. I can only pick out a few, but they're certainly birch, beech, the giant sequoia, Scots pine, probably the odd Douglas fir in there. Don't know if you can see that. It's not actually raining. I think it's just the frost melting off the top of the trees. It's quite a sight. It's just brought into focus with the sunlight coming through here. Wow. It's very pleasant. And it's not Sasquatch that you can hear, it's actually just kids from the local school screaming while they're on the break, as kids are wanting to do. And we're back on familiar territory, the Southern Upland Way coming in from the right. Plenty of other walks. The ground doesn't look quite as muddy as it has been in the past. That'll change actually, because the weather forecast for the next few days is pretty terrible. This is pretty much coming out of the policies now, and a very short route. This one is. I think it's only about 4 kilometres in total. Still a couple of interesting things to see on the way back down into Gala, including Old Gala House as well, which I think we're going through the grounds of. But when it's dry like this, it's a very pleasant woodland walk, but dead short. We stopped for a while up there on the bench just for a bite to eat, and I am freezing now. It is remarkably cold today. Just loving the details on this bell tower, the gargoyles and the little windows all the way up the spire. Brilliant. They're almost like dragons actually, some of them have got wings. And we're just approaching the town's Market Cross, which was put here in 1599, I think it was. And it said, you'll see a bit more on the next video, the Gala Hill. But it's quite an odd location. The main centre of the town is a bit further down. I guess this was perhaps the original centre, and it's just gradually moved over time. But I'll see what I can dig up, and we get to see the other side of this fabulous church. And the red sandstone, which was more typical of the west of Scotland rather than the east. But the town seems to have quite a mix. Old Gala House, so I need to actually come down here and pay a visit when it opens in the summer. It would be quite interesting. The route taking us through the gardens.
Impressive, isn't it?
Yeah. It looks very much sort of Tudor age, doesn't it?
Yeah.
what, 15 or 1600s possibly. Again, I'll need to see if I can dig up some information. The snowdrop's out already. Wow. Oh, woof, woof, woof. There we go. Very pleasant little gardens as well. This is where we find the gate locked. No, it's open. There we go. Well, that pretty much wraps up another one of the border station walks. If you're enjoying this series, please leave a comment below or hit that like button, or even think about subscribing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.